life, l'chaim. L'chaim to life.
Welcome to the To Life podcast.
You want some? Come get some.
This for the hood!
We out here, finna celebrate that we saved living life now. Anybody that see me see the sun, cause of everything that's done truly made us in them one now. Raise your hands as a toast again, cheers to the
They don't want to see us win.
for my tears they have passed. We saved by the blood of the Lamb. Christ to life, to life.
Real life.
Oh, to life.
What about carpe diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
Sucking the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone.
Welcome to the To Life podcast.
You want some? Come get some.
This for the hood! They don't want to see us win. Real life.
What about carpe diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
Sucking the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone.
Finna celebrate that we saved living life now. Anybody that see me see the sun, cause of everything that's done truly made us in them one now. Raise your hands as a toast again, cheers to rose from the grave of my tears they have passed. We saved by the blood of the Lamb. Christ to life. Oh, to life.
Welcome to the To Life podcast.
You want some? Come get some.
Finna celebrate that we saved living life now. Anybody that see me see the sun, cause of everything that's done truly made us in them one now. Raise your hands as a toast again, cheers to
They don't want to see us win.
my tears they have passed. We saved by the blood of the Lamb. Christ to life.
real life.
What about carpe diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
Sucking the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, looks like I'm back. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened, and now people have jumped on. I'm so sorry, yo. I think I'm back. Oh my gosh. Please let me know in the chat if the audio is fixed. Ha! I'm back. Also, people don't even say in the chat like, yo, bro, you don't have audio. So now I got to start this whole thing again. That means no one heard me this entire time. But basically, welcome to the 2 Live podcast with me, Clive Nyakudzi. I'm so pumped that you guys are with me and with us. If you are on right now, I'm so sorry for the audio issues. I didn't realize that I didn't have audio. And no one in the chat let me know I didn't have audio. So I just want to say I'm so sorry to all those who perhaps did not catch any of what I said because there was no audio. But welcome to the chat. We're talking about red flags tonight, and I'm really excited for the conversation. And so to those maybe that left, I didn't realize that I didn't have any audio. It would have been great for someone to say something, but no one said anything. Whoever you guys are, what kind of friends are you? But we're back. I'm really glad that I'm back and people can hear me nicely. We're talking about red flags tonight. And I want to say this. I only got one text from somebody to tell me that I've got no audio, and that was Josh. So Josh, I want to tell you, you're a real friend, brother. Thank you so much for letting me know that the audio wasn't all the way. But we're back. We're back right now, and I'm really pumped to start the conversation. I know I've got a guest coming at 5:30, but to really start the conversation, I think you guys did hear that clip from Atrax. And he was basically saying that a big red flag for him was the fact that, how many of us, Josh? How many of us? He was just saying that a big thing for him was the fact that he was with this girl and she didn't like the fact that he kept up bringing up scripture. And so I said, hey, man, like, even as Christian dudes, that can't be our thing. We're just like constantly bringing up scripture and stuff. That can't be the chat. That can't be what we're always speaking about. But he said, listen, we met at a church event, she was a worship leader, and it seemed like it used to annoy her, the fact that he would constantly be bringing up like scripture. And the way, what he said was he was bringing up scripture in the sense that he would say to her, okay, cool. How was church this past weekend? What did the pastor preach about? Which is a great question to ask. Now, if you were to ask me whether that's a great question to ask while you're dating, I don't know if I can agree, because yes, I think there's a little bit of accountability that we need between each other if we're saying that like, hey, we're saved and stuff. But I did say to Atrax, as someone who serves at a church, works for a church, I know that oftentimes for us, like, dude, when we get home, we want to talk about everything but church. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that like we've spent the whole day, right, at church, and we love what we do. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that there are soccer players out there who, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to just be coming home and then playing FIFA or whatever. Like, they want to come home, discuss other things. So I said to Atrax in this conversation we had, like, hey, you can't really expect somebody to not get annoyed at you bringing up scripture the whole time, because she's a worship leader. And I guess when you're having this conversation with her, she wants to talk about other stuff. I don't think there's anything evil about that. But then he said, yeah, but then later on he found out that she was in the clubs, found out that she was, doing other things that were not really, what does Kanye West say? Christ-like. And so he said that was a big red flag for him. So a big red flag for him was the fact that she said she was Christian, but in actuality, she actually wasn't, And so he said that was a big red flag for him. And I said, okay, fair enough. But I mean, after giving it some thought, I'm going like, none of us are really, perfect in that sense. Like, none of us that like say that we're Christian are 100% Christian all the time. And I'm not saying that to excuse sin. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that to excuse bad behavior, bad, content of someone's character. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if someone is like that, if that is who they are, if that is, they've got some frailties, is it not our responsibility to kind of lead the person through that, as opposed to going like, well, you are not Christian enough, therefore ABC, therefore I'm out. But some of the things that he said were very interesting. My boy Luke's is ready. I just need to check on my audio because that was crazy, the fact that people couldn't hear me, man. That was nuts that people couldn't hear me. So I'm really hoping that everybody can hear me fine right now. So I'm going to bring Luke's in and we're going to chat about this thing properly. So, but Luke's is gone. He was here, then he just disappeared. What the heck? Okay. So I'm just going to continue this conversation by myself. And so I think that there's a lot of conversations. He's back. He's back. I think there's a few conversations around this that I'm really keen to have, and I think Luke's is a perfect person to have them. So I'm going to bring him in. My boy.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good?
No, I can't hear you, and I don't even know why I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, right? But you still have
me,
this mad echo.
I don't think everybody else can hear you. I'm having crazy audio issues tonight. I don't know if it's you or if it's me, though.
I want to blame you.
Let me see. My mic is still good, so I am going to change my output.
Me?
You guys can hear Luke's? Jeez. But I can't hear him, so let me go like this. Luke's, I can hear you now. It was me. Luke's, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect. Dude, you sound so good. You sound so good.
That's what I do. I did my warm-ups this morning.
And you look good too, bro. You look so good.
Thank you. I showered last week. It was crazy.
How's Germany today, bro? How's Germany?
It's good. It's good. I went to a job interview, I guess. Yeah, as an English tutor. So yeah,
okay.
I'm excited. I'm good. I'm great. God takes care of me, man. Like I have no complaints. God literally takes care of me. And if
that's awesome.
If your partner has an issue with you saying God takes care of you, change your partner.
Oh my gosh, that's tricky, bro. That's tricky. I think here's the thing though, Luke. Your situation is different. You went overseas, and so God, and I know that God takes care of me is because your guys' context, your guys' situation is slightly different. I think if someone has been with someone for like 10 years and the guy is still going like, yo, God takes care of me, I think there I'm going, she might have, or am I wrong?
No, you're not. I think like, hey man, get a job, bro. Like, like it's a thing. Like God takes care of me is because like the leap of faith that you take warrants you saying God takes care of me, right? It doesn't excuse, however, it doesn't excuse you being lazy and not getting a job, getting work, because you're saying God takes care of you.
Okay, yeah, that's what I just wanted to clarify that. Because I know that there could be dudes in here that are like, well, God takes care of me. God is my CEO, which is a great brand by my guy Sunday. But I'm saying there's some people that are like, God is my CEO. Like my salary doesn't come at the end of the month. It comes whenever, when the windows of heaven are open. And this poor girl is in this relationship for years, bro. And this guy just keeps saying that. I don't think we should be advocating too much for that type of thing.
Red flags. That's a red flag. That's a homie red flag. That's a red flag for a girl about the dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then what I'm saying is like, go ahead.
If your boyfriend is like man, like people have got this thing where just like everything is on God, like everything. Like, what do you do in the morning? I don't know. I pray and decide if I should brush my teeth or not. Like some things are standard, right? Wake up, brush your teeth, geza, do your bed, be clean, right? That you don't need to pray for that to happen, right? You don't need to pray for you to have, like, for you to know responsibility. That doesn't need prayer. right? You don't need direction to say you need an income. That isn't you. That is a standard, basic knowledge. That should be standard basic knowledge for a human, not for a dude, not for a human.
Right. Right.
Humble spana.
Right.
The world,
Yeah.
the world revolves with money. It doesn't work any other way. It doesn't
Exactly.
work. Faith doesn't pay the bills.
Exactly.
When you pray, God doesn't put faith in an envelope. He puts money in an envelope, not faith. Doesn't pay your bills at all. It doesn't happen, right? So I don't like that. I don't like people when they put everything on God. I don't like that.
But you know what Pumlani's been saying?
What's in Pumlani?
Pumlani's been saying, "Yekela nunkulunkulu, gents.
Yekela nunkulunkulu, gents. Yekela nunkulunkulu, gents. Leave him. Let the
Pumlani's
dude
been
be.
saying, Pumlani's been saying, dog, the Lord is in the healing business right now. When I open easy, I'm for stupid stuff. He's in the healing business right now. He's trying to get rid of a pandemic right now. When I open easy, I'm for stuff that you know is wrong.
Because you quit your job in a pandemic. What were you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing? Everybody's closed. You're like, I'm out. Bye. What were you doing? What were you doing? Then you're saying, God will take care of me. No, he was taking care of you. You left.
Oh my gosh. I wish.
What are you doing? Why did you quit? Why did you leave? Why did you freely leave during a pandemic? Why?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Dog. God will take care of me. God is upstairs. God is in heaven going like, hey Joe, I'm healing people right now, dog.
Busy. Oh man. That's funny.
Oh my God, bro. Oh man. So I know for a fact, like I want to make that very clear. I think that is a bit of a red flag where, someone is just justifying like just a poor work ethic and saying, God's going to look after me. I think no. I think as a guy, I believe that we're on the planet to produce. Like we should always be producing. Like people shouldn't be like, no, you guys are putting too much pressure on me. I believe we're put on this planet to produce. So you can't have a guy sitting on your couch saying, no, God will look after me. God will look after me. Like, nah, bro. I don't think so.
Stop it.
Stop, my guy. So, Luke, I wanted to ask you, man. Is there a difference between being private in your relationship and hiding your significant other? Because I believe it's the same thing. I believe it's the exact same thing. Personally, I think it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. The same.
It depends on the type of person that you both are, right? Like,
okay,
my wife doesn't have social media. Right?
Okay.
My wife has no Instagram. My wife has Facebook, but she does this, and then she's finished. So
okay.
And I don't think I'm anywhere on there, which for me is like it's cool. Like I have no issues with that at all. But when you're walking around, hey dog, you see this thing there? See this thing? Yeah. Am I still married?
Of course, you're still married.
Why?
Because it's a covenant between you and God, brother. You, God, and your wife.
Exactly. Right. So
Right.
this thing isn't my marriage, right?
Yeah.
And me posting my wife isn't my marriage on Facebook, and me making statuses of my wife isn't my marriage on Facebook. When I go outside, when I leave my house without this thing on, right? And people
Yeah.
start talking to you and they say, "Oh, are you?" And you say no because there's no ring.
Yeah.
Then you're hiding. But if you can really leave your house without this
Yeah.
thing, because this isn't your marriage.
Come on.
You don't need this thing for you to be married.
Come on.
All right. So
Come
I don't
on.
have to post you and get 100 likes for me to be married to you. I have this so that people outside will know that I'm married to you. But you know I'm married to you.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
And so like this whole, and we live in such a crazy generation where, like, as soon as people start dating, you're on social media, you're on it, my everything, hashtag love forever, hashtag
Yeah.
pay. 2 months nje, two months free. How?
Okay.
Pay.
All right.
Right. In the same way, I feel like you've posted like all these things, like, yeah, I'm gonna marry this one forever, and then you don't get married. Binji is like, you know,
Oh.
like,
You're
for
saying
me,
you owe the court of public opinion and explanation, is what you're saying.
because you've immediately like, yeah, we are here forever, and then forever's finished. Are we still here forever? Are we? Oh, did we postpone forever? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I prefer personally for it to be private, and for me and the people around me.
Yeah.
And that's how it is for me. Like, me and the
Okay.
people around, now and then post on Instagram, but that's all it is. So for me, it stays the way it is, and I like it that way.
Okay. Okay. But
Because
here's the thing, Luke's. You're married, okay? I'm not talking
Yes.
about people that are married. I'm saying in the context of people that are dating, okay? In the context of people that are dating. When you date, you don't get a ring, brother. You don't get a ring while you're dating. So it's like,
Back
yes, the
fees.
logic. That's
Back
exactly.
fees. Back
Exactly.
fees.
The logic of, hey, whether I've got my ring on or not, does it make me not married or whatever? Like, that works with regards to marriages. But my guy, when you are in a relationship, may I say this? Social media is the ring. Social media is the ring. I don't care what people say. Social media is the ring. If you are dating somebody, and okay, let me say this. After, I would say, 6 months, Luke's, 6 months. If you're dating someone for 6 months and you have not posted that person, it's you.
Yeah, you're hiding. No, I'm facing.
Because why not post the person? Why not post the person? I'm saying that social media is, you get 3 rings now. You get 3 rings. You get a social media ring for while you're dating after 6 months. You get an engagement ring, and then you get the ring when you're married. And I'm telling you, bro, because dude, people are like getting away with murder, bro.
With murder.
People are getting away with murder, Luke's.
With murder.
They're going like, nah, I like to stay private. We're like Jay-Z and Beyonce. There's a reason why you call them Jay-Z and Beyonce. You call them Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know they exist. The difference between you, brother, is that we don't know you exist. Like,
I get it, Kelly. I know I get it, Kelly.
I'm gonna put Mpo on. Look at Mpo says, why post the person? Why must it be public knowledge? Because Mpo, because when you go out, right, and you meet somebody, Luke's, right? Let's say you're going out, your significant other is not there, bro. When you go out and let's say you bump into somebody, you say hi, whatever, it's a small interaction. The first thing people do, once they've got your name at least, is that they check you out on social media, correct?
Yeah.
So if they check you out on social media and they don't see somebody there, Paul, they will begin to engage with you as if you're somebody who's single. Because why? Your social media shows that you might be single. So
Yeah.
now what's happening is it's going to cause trouble for your girl. Because now you're going to have people in your DMs, you're going to have people on WhatsApp that are going to be engaging with you like you're a single dude.
Yeah.
Unless, Paul, you're saying people should just take my word for it. If you're out and you go, hey, I'm in a relationship, that people should just take your word for it, unless that's what you're saying. But I'm saying social media is the ring for people that are dating for longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
That is my hot take.
Dude, it's so difficult, right? Because this fight for social media validation is one that social media is winning, right?
Is it validation or authentication, Lukes? There's a difference. Is it validation or authentication? I need to know that when I speak to this person and they say to me that how many people do you hear about now that are like, nah, bro, I thought this guy was a single dude just to find he's got 5 kids, 3 wives, like got a whole homestead in the Eastern Cape. How many people have you heard about that, bro?
Clive. Clive. Ejo, ona
Nyabuza.
I think what we're doing is taking for granted that like my relationship doesn't need a blue tick. The verified Twitter blue tick is not what my relationship needs. All right.
Right.
If it's there, sure, but it doesn't need that to thrive. Right.
Okay.
What it does need is for the honesty of the Twitter. Honesty.
Okay.
If backbones when okay, whether you have social media or not,
you're right.
We are feature.
But when you know, Lukes, when you know that you've posted this person, you've got this person on a few platforms, when you know that and you look at someone and you go, look, I'm not in a relationship, you know they're going to check out your social media and see like all the posts, and then that's going to make you look like you are a person who doesn't have integrity, you are dishonest, and that person is going to be like, my bad, my guy, you are clearly that's a clear red flag. Surely,
Clive.
What do you say,
Clive?
What do you say?
Do you think people can have 2 Twitter accounts?
Oh come on! If that girl is worth her teeth, bro, she should be able to find your legit Instagram account, my guy. Are you trying to tell me that there are people out there that have like different Twitter accounts? I mean, Instagram accounts, and they've got different names for those Instagram accounts?
Clive.
That is so much admin.
Clive.
That is so much admin, bro.
Clive. I have 3 names. 3.
Okay.
Ntokozo, Lukanyo,
Yeah.
Oli,
Yeah.
Hlongwane.
Okay.
All right. If you don't know me, right, and I say hi, I'm Lukes.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Lukanyo Hlongwane. And you don't know my other 2 names.
You don't think we as your friends are gonna say, nigga, why do you have 3 Instagram accounts?
Clive, did you know I have an Arsenal Twitter account where I purely post Arsenal stuff, and then I have my actual Twitter account where I use for poetry and for artists and whatever.
Yes, I knew that because we're friends. I knew that
because we're boys, right?
Right.
People who don't know that and we're not boys, just dribble.
You're telling me, so this is what you're trying to tell me, bro. You are telling me that people have multiple Instagram, Twitter accounts, all this stuff in order to live, and they post different content. So they post them and their girl on the one Instagram account, then they only post their car and stuff on another one.
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yes.
My man, rather just come out and say, I am Deuce Bigelow. Like just come out and say that I'm
But we live in this. Remember who was on here? It was Nolo. Nolo said dating in Josie.
right.
Dating in Josie.
Uh-huh.
It's exactly stuff like that where I'm like, it doesn't matter whether you post your partner or not. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. If you want to hide someone, you hide them.
But I'm saying at least it's a barrier. Fine. If we're gonna say that posting somebody won't stop people from, acting a certain way, I'm saying at least it's a barrier. I'm saying that if I'm in a relationship with you and we've been dating for 6 months, bro, you should have by now. People should at least know my face, bro. Because what happens, Luke, when we go to Rosebank, bro? And I don't know, like we're just there, and somebody doesn't know that like we're together, and they start to speak and stuff. Because then, okay, actually, that's a perfect test. We go to Rosebank, we're sitting down. Someone comes and says, "Hey, how you doing? Do you introduce me as the boyfriend?"
Ooh. That's different. You see, there we go. For me, that's a better litmus test than social media. I gotta
drop a bomb for myself.
For me, that's way better, bro. If we're out and you're like, yo, this is and there is no prefix before friend. There's just, this is my friend. Sasa boy back
Fine.
here.
I love this. Guys, we've come up with the perfect, are we private or are you hiding me test? Okay? If you are currently in a relationship where you feel like you are being hidden by somebody, this is what you do. Get a friend. Okay?
Sure.
First, plan a date with your homie. Then tell your friend where you'll be. Tell your homie to come over to the table.
Sure.
And then let's see what happens. That
is the perfect litmus test. Because I can delete my tweets.
Bro.
I can delete my tweets. Bro. What I can't delete is what
you
you've just heard.
You can archive. You can also archive your Instagram posts. You can archive your Instagram posts.
Fully.
Right? You're right. Let me see what Mpo's got to say. Mpo seems like he's saying nah, bro. He's saying nah. He says, let me put this on here. He says, but then you at the function must say that I'm not single. But the notion of social media, I must distribute my personal life, is tricky. The question is, what's the social media platform for? Well, like I've said, which Luke disagrees with, I'm saying social media is the authentication. It's the, hey, I've bought Cristiano Ronaldo's boots from the World Cup, bro. And I've got a stick and I've got an official piece of paper to say this is authenticated. Because if you're out somewhere, if you're at Social on Main, if you're in Parkhurst or whatever, and you're there and you just say, I'm not in a relationship or I am in a relationship, that person is still going to search, bro. That person is still going to search social media. And again, for me, I think you're giving yourself the room, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't want to be able to be out. As if we're in a relationship, I shouldn't have to worry about what's going to happen when you're out there by yourself. I shouldn't have to do that. At least if I'm on your Instagram, bro, and I'm looking swole. Even if that guy spoke to you that night and he goes home, he's gonna look at Instagram and be like, "This guy's got a gun. I'm not gonna talk to this girl again. This girl is trying to get me into a situation right now." That's why I'm saying you gotta post me, dog. Later than 6 months, you gotta post me, bro. You gotta post me. Luke, are you saying, okay, well, look, your girl, Vela, she's not really on social media like that, so I guess that's kind of different. But if you're dating someone who's on social media like a lot, Luke, you're trying to tell me you're okay after 6 months that she doesn't post you? Come on, dog.
It's so difficult, man. It's really difficult because I think we're more climatized to social media now than we were. I don't want to say back then, like I'm 1,000, but like it wasn't that, and it wasn't so prevalent back then. Like we didn't have like Visco Cam is how old? 5 years? How old is
I
Visco
think
Cam?
so.
You know,
And I
like
think so.
like before then, it wasn't this massive thing, man. It was just like, oh, I got a girl. I'm posting it not because I want people to know, but I'm posting it because like it's my girl, you know.
Right.
The motives were different back then. The motives of sharing your partner on social media were, hey guys, this is look at my life. I'm living the life with this human being. And now it's, hey, nyamkeeper now nyajola. You know what I'm saying? Like like it's it should never have been that way. It shouldn't be that way. To be like, hey, began, nam nyajola, nam bang tanda. Look, it should be like the posting thing is like I'm enjoying life. Look, look at how we're enjoying life.
I personally think it's a look. Dude, again, we're not saying, because it's weird. I think some people think like, oh, so you're saying we should post people so that it can be like a deterrent, right? Luke's Josh is about to join as well. I'm saying that in this world where like this generation, especially Josh's generation, they're big on there, bro. It would be weird for Josh, right, having the type of influence that he has to currently be in a relationship, bro, where like and he not posted. I think that girl might be like, Josh, you post sneakers and you don't post me. That's nuts. That's crazy. I'm bringing Paul on. Paul.
What up, guys? What's happening?
Hey, what's good?
Hey, Mr. Lukes, how are you, sir?
I'm chilling, man. When grand.
Hi, I'm nice. I just finished the walk now, and so I thought I should hop on because this typing business is taking too long, man.
Thank you.
What are you saying? Listen, you seem like you're anti what we're saying, bro.
Yeah, listen. I mean, for me, it goes back to the question of what is my social media platform used for? Is it for me to publicly display my entire life, or is it just for you to see a glimpse of my life, or am I using it as a marketing tool or whatever? But the whole notion goes back to what Luke is saying about, does my relationship actually need validation from social media post? And for me to actually validate that I am in a relationship so other people see it, then it goes to the notion of, are we now talking about boys versus men or what? Because boys will mess around with other girls, but a man will be committed to his relationship with or without a post. You know what I'm saying? So
you're giving dudes a lot of credit right now, bro.
No. I'm just saying, whether a man is grown is 50 doesn't mean that he's a man. He could still be a boy. But a man that loves his woman is actually a man that will be solely committed to his relationship, whether I'm posting or not. So like for me, my social media accounts, all of them are private. Purely because I like to have my life, not everybody must be involved in it. There's a point of, there's acquaintances, there's people who know me, and there's friends, and there's family. Just because you know me doesn't mean that you're my friend. Just because you know me Kimpotswai doesn't mean that we're acquainted. You know of me. So now why must you know my entire existence? It's irrelevant. So that's what I'm saying, is your social media is really like, I'm not going to be entitled to somebody else's life because I follow them on social media.
Sure.
Once you put up stuff on social media that gives me the right to be entitled, then I have a say. Then, like what Luke was saying is, abuye uzositshela ndoda ukuthi kwenzakaleni nge-couple goals ngobay of the year. because you made it public notion. So I'll rather protect my relationship in that sense that I don't have to answer publicly when things go pear-shaped. But
Right.
when we walk in the mall, 100%, I will hold her hand. If you want to take photos of us and post them, I'm not going to say, all right, Clive, don't do that. No, go for it.
Okay.
But it's not going to come off my page that people
Right.
can have access to my relationship to say, yeah, even us, we want to have an input to this relationship of yours because dala we lana. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, you see, Mpo, if you clarified that earlier to say your account is private, so going in already, it's like, hey, my account is already private, so I'm not that type of guy anyway. So the fact that your account is private kind of changes everything. I think my conversation, and Josh is waiting in the waiting room as well, is like for the person who's got a very public account, very public profile, always busy on there, posting motivational stuff, posting sneakers, posting this and that. Bible verses. If after 6 months we're together and you haven't posted me, that's a problem.
Yeah, you see now, you must just also check his feed. You saying he's posting motivational stuff. Maybe that's what his feed is all about. But if now you are Lucanio, all the other three names, and you're using different accounts, then we go check on the other accounts where you're posting random stuff and the girl is not there. Then we start questioning, Chief, what's actually going on? Because the one account is probably just for motivational purposes. It's just so people can be motivated. I don't want to the people who are like algorithms and what. I don't want to clutter my feed. It must look neat. But if the other account where I call you Tokullo, and in the Tokullo account, it's tricky. I don't see anything. Yeah, then Chief, you are being sus.
Good. Now I'm gonna let Josh in. Josh is much younger than us. He is in a completely different sphere right now. I think we're old enough to have the authority to say social media yum. But I think Josh is under a different type of pressure. I think Josh and them, it's slightly different on that side. So I'm gonna let Josh in. Joshy, how you doing, brother?
What's good? I'm nice. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's good,
dog?
fam?
Good, dog.
Good, bro. Good to see you guys. Looks was good, bro.
Good to see you, man. Easy.
Brother,
What
hey,
your
guys,
social media?
Guys,
talk.
Hold on. I might be colorblind, but is this background pink or is it red?
Mine?
No, I'm saying, I don't know if you can see, like on the stream, I've got a background going.
Yeah, it's
and
red.
I can't tell if it's red. Okay. Hey, I thought
It's
it was
red,
pink.
yeah.
Anyway, Josh,
What's wrong with pink, dog?
No. That's for another conversation. Josh, go ahead, bro.
Yo, man, I'm listening to Mpo and I was like actually I was reading what he was saying in the chat. And there's like two sides to the story. I think definitely I agree with Clive, like because of the personality that I would believe the relationship would also have. Like I'm being mindful of, when you're setting the bar from the start and both of you are very social people, especially like in our generation, very few are likely to be like, for example, for like Luke's, bro, like very few are gonna be the ones who are like, nah, I don't wanna post my progress for the year, or I don't want to post my body goals from like day one until now. Like very few are that private. And that's why it's so much easier to say that it's sus if you are not, especially after 6 months of being in this relationship thing. After 6 months, you're saying that you're not happy in it enough to post because of how happy you are. That's sus, bro. Like if you're 6 months in and you're not happy enough to post it 6 months in, I'm saying now there's something sus there.
But now, Josh, here's my question to you. Why posting shows that I'm happy?
I think that it's not posting, and this is probably where I'll disagree with Clive. Like, I don't think posting is the validation. I think posting is the product of, like, it's the same thing as like, why would you tell somebody you love them? You don't tell them you love them because to validate your love. It's the result of how much you love them. So if I've got something that's changed my life, Bro, best believe I tell the world. Like, why wouldn't you? That's my question. Why wouldn't you tell the world if this is something you're sure about after 6 months and it's changed your life and like she's the best thing that's ever happened to you? Why would you not share that with the world and vice versa with Hans as well?
Hey,
But I mean,
Josh, I've got. Paul, sorry, I've got an answer for Josh from the chat that I want to share quickly, and I think that it could help a little bit. Like, I think it could help a little bit. This is a cat. Cat is saying, he says, "Hey man, I know people who had to reset their entire Insta page because their relationships failed. Posting your partner had to reset the whole page, brother. The whole page had to change. The whole aesthetic had to change." He says, posting your partner is for married people. Single people must leave that thing alone. So, hey, Paul, I don't know if you wanna join that chat there.
Listen, Katlaho's got a point to a certain extent, but even for married people, it's still up to you whether you want to post your wife or not. But you should. But I hear the notion of Josh saying you want to tell the world when something amazing has happened to you. But what if Instagram is not my world? The world that I live in knows the best thing that's happened to me, but Instagram is just a platform.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I guess again it comes down to like the expectation. What is the personality of your relationship? I mean, to Clive's point, if both of you are very social people and it was just as easy for you to post about like a wedding or a birthday that you're at with a close friend, like if it's just as easy for you to post about other things in your social aspects of life, why wouldn't something this significant be something worthy enough to share?
Yeah.
And again, like I agree with you, Paul. Like it does come down to like if that's not your world, then sharp failure. But let's have that conversation then. I think because even me, that's a red flag. If there's things that you find you're unable to talk about to somebody that you've been spending like 6 months with in a long relationship, but then you find it easier to share on social media. Like if I'm seeing it on social media first before you spoke to me about it, that's sus, bro.
Luke's, go ahead, bro.
It's because it came from her place.
Yeah, it sounds like Josh is speaking from experience.
Next question, please.
Man, you know, like I think you you've hit the nail on the head, Josh. When you say that, it's incredibly sus, man. When I go on Facebook and like I know your life, but like you don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, like ever logged on and then you know like the Facebook official thing was a thing. Like if we're on Facebook and it says dating Mang Mang and it's got both of your names there, then you're official. Benji, okay, off Wogacho, and then you're the only one with the thing. Now you're like, oh. Okay, you know, and like the thing is, it starts and that starts for me. It starts from you being so comfortable to voice to strangers that you're upset and depressed, but at home or in a relationship you look extremely happy and satisfied, right? I think both partners need to find a way to communicate that thing, because it's hard to draw the line between, dude, I'm upset with you, and you need to change something, and then insecurity, you know, like
Right.
those lines need to be defined in a relationship as well, because just because your partner is upset with you for something, it like doesn't have to bring insecurity to you, right?
Right.
But when you've
Right.
got two insecure people trying to be each other's security, you have a relationship full of insecurity.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and every argument now you think you're about to split. And that, like, dude, I'm angry that like you didn't wash the dishes. It's not your partner saying like we need to leave and like break up. Binji hambo kezika. You know, like
Right.
there's those things where like some things aren't meant to be fought about. Some things are just for you to take, absorb, and try to better. We've got this thing now where it's like, you find me like this, you can't change me.
Hey, you see, now we've entered a different let me drop a bomb right there.
Fana. You see this? See that thing? See that thing?
Luke, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, Luke.
that thing
People
is
have safe
dangerous, boy.
spaces.
That thing is dangerous, boy. And this thing, bros, before other words that I'm not gonna pronounce. Boy, that thing is dangerous, dog. Bros before, dude. Dangerous, boy. Boy, bazok shia. Okala, we won. Where the? In Spanish. Bing ling 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 ling. Binge. What all lajo, you know? And I think like us that grew up with like street rules, I'm gonna put it, I can't find my camera center. There we go. Street rules, right? Where Clive, you know. Like the street rules are the street rules. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
to a certain degree, they help you get through some things, right? But at some point, you need to put the street rules down, and real talk has to happen. Like real
Yeah.
talk has to happen. Like bros before, like it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. If it did,
Well, look,
if it did, I wouldn't have left.
again, I think context is important here, Luke, because bros before those.
Yeah,
okay, let's
those.
say that.
Thank you, those.
Bros before those.
Those.
I think that is referring to when you guys are all single and it's like, man, it's like Shark Week, bro. There's blood in the water, bro. It's like everybody's single, everybody's, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what they mean. But after 8, 9, 10 months, bros before those doesn't work anymore. You gotta start to commit.
When did you clarify that for yourself, Clive? Because the streets don't tell you that.
The streets don't tell you that because the streets know that it's crazy out here. The dating world is nuts. Josh will tell you. It's nuts out here, bro.
Tell us, Josh.
Hey, back up.
Tell us, Josh. This dating world nuts? Is it? Is it nuts, this dating world, Josh? Tell us.
No. Listen, it's wild in the streets. But also, like, I also share a bit of a different sentiment because I feel like the bros before hoes is kind of like a side version of the brother code,
the bro code.
Yeah.
Bro code. And like again, like bro code is something that has turned into becoming something so toxic. But then at the same time, I've seen products of really good friendships that have held each other accountable. And with that in mind, bros before those, I'm still trying to think about like your bros could be the very same things that keep you grounded when you're trying to run after every second hand, because that in itself is like what we're finding now, where gents in the streets are you trying to run after like every second hand who they think, yo, this is my
potential. The one.
Yes, sir.
Homies are out here tedding, bro. Just tedding.
But here's the thing, Luke's. Here's the thing, and even with that, bro, like the bro code for me, Josh. I think the bro code was great. I think what's happened is that we are all unhinged because we've got nothing that we can refer back to. So even though bros before those, right, seems a little bit archaic, it was at least something we could refer to. Hey man, you can't do that because bros before those. But if we want to live in a society where we're like, there's no rules at all, you know what I'm saying? There's the problem. And I'm saying the bro code helped us. The bro code says, yo, man, a bro doesn't go after another bro's sister. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing a lot of that in these streets. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. Now. Yeah, those dudes are crying inside. dudes are crying inside, heartbroken because there's nothing that they can clinch to say, hey man, this thing is wrong because of this. So for me, I still think that the street codes, Luke's, have their holes in them, but I think that the street codes allowed us to engage. It was a framework within which, as dudes, we know, you know what I'm saying? I know that I can't do that with this person's sister. I know that I can't. You see what I'm saying? It helped us. And now Josh's generation doesn't have that. Luke's, the bro code and bros before those and all these things are sort of ingrained into us because we grew up with that. Yeah. Josh's environment is changing right now because they're saying there are no rules. And my problem with there are no rules is this. Josh is saying, but dude, I need something that I can refer to. I need precedent if this was a law. I need precedent for me to go and say to this girl, hey, you can't like that dude's picture based on this. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You need to at least have posted me based on this. So maybe we need to say the bro code needs to be ratified. It needs to be adjusted. We need a bro code 2.0 that speaks to the social media environment, because I'm saying it is Shark Week in the dating world of society right now because of the fact that the bro code and things like that have been thrown out. I'm saying that that's an issue, bro.
Yeah. Benji. Dog. Yeah. No, you said the things, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like, what else? Like, there's nothing else to add.
If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Josh, like, let me and because you're in that environment, I can just imagine, right? You're in an environment where, like, the girls in your oikos, the girls in your sphere or whatever, are very woke.
Yeah.
So they're going like, no, a man can't tell me what to post. So Josh, if you're, let's say, Josh, imagine you're dating this girl, bruh. You're head over heels in love with this girl. It is 6 months, 7 months, maybe 8 months. Then you stumble onto Instagram one day, and there she is with a crazy post, bro. Like she's in a bikini type of thing. What are you doing? What precedent do you have? Because she's got body positivity, Josh. She's being body positive. You can't say.
Wait, before you answer, guys, my wife is calling me. I have to go. I love you guys, but yeah, we'll chat tomorrow.
Love you, bro.
All right, sharp.
That's up, bro. Can I just say disclaimer to everybody that out there on the internet? The views that I'm about to share are of personal experience and not.
Go ahead.
Man. Again, I think it goes back to just like the personality of the relationship, man, because I think a lot of I think communication is essential. Like, if you're not able to have like the open chat of like where you stand as a gent, and also vice versa on her side, like where she stands and how she feels about her life and her social media personality, then you're gonna miss a lot of cues, bro. And that's why it's so hard for me to say, like, if I find my Han on Instagram posting certain things that I'm not comfortable with, that I'm like, yo, then that's a chat to have. But genuinely at the same time, she's her own person, and I'm not trying to get cancelled.
Josh, that's what I'm saying, bro. You see, you guys are fighting something that's different for us. Like, for us, we were like, yo, right, if we're in high school or whatever it was, or varsity, it's like, dude, I want to date the flyest girl out there, right? But we didn't have like a looming fear that at some point in time that Han is gonna be on the gram somewhere posting something crazy. You guys have to live with that now. And like what you said, she's her own person. She has to feel proud about herself, and she should be able to post whatever she wants to post, right? So like I'm saying, are you guys at least having those conversations as boys?
I want to say in and amongst my circle, like we're always like pushing each other to be better men, Again, not like, and I don't even want to say we're woke. That's the worst thing that one could say. But again, like, that's why the bro code means so much to me personally, because again, we've got a brotherhood in and amongst ourselves, trying to be mindful of like continuously having conversations with women and trying to see where they're at. personally for me, Clive, I want to say, is it weird that I would find pride in my my significant other choosing to be proud of who she is online? Is it weird that if I find a post like that's like kind of sus or that's out there? Is it weird that I find pride to say, yes, sir, she's mine?
You see. Now that's a complete. You see, that's a school of thought, and I'm so glad that you're on. That's a school of thought that you guys have. You guys have this like thing of like, nah, bro, that's awesome that she's posting that, because now other dudes can be like, damn, that's Josh's girl, damn.
Yeah.
But for us, we go like, it's what they don't know that gives the power. It's the damn, he gets to, you know what I'm saying? It's the oh my gosh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call here. What the heck? I'm trying to drop the call. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me just get the call. Hello? Yeah, babe. I'm on the pod. We're live right now. I've got Josh on, okay? What's up? Okay, cool. I'm gonna send it right now. Okay. Huh? My live ends. I don't know why. Why are you asking such weird questions? I've actually got you live on the mic. I'm gonna be on the live. I'm gonna be on the live for maybe the next 40 minutes, depending on who comes on next.
I'll let you know when you come out.
Okay, babe. Shop. Bye. Lockdown birthdays, my guy. Hey, it's tricky. I think she's trying to do something that's like a surprise. So now she needs me to stay in here, you know. But what I was saying was, for us, dog, the dope nod is like, dude, I don't know much about that girl, but how dope is it that that guy gets, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because for us, we go like, why can Josh see what I thought only I could see? So I get that you're proud. I get that you're proud. You know, you're going like, I'm really proud of my girl for being proud of herself and her body and all this. Yeah. But it's like, but why can we all, the whole Mpagati can see now what, you know what I'm saying? What only really I would say, and again, this is a completely different conversation about, you know, as Christians, there's really nothing you should be seeing. But I'm saying that, like, but I'm saying that that was the power for us. The power for our generation was the fact that it's what you guys can't see. But you're saying your generation is going, the fact that she's posting all of that and all these people on Instagram can see it is a props to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. To a degree, and that, again, like that's personal, right? Like that's just me alone, and that's kind of how I feel about it. That I'd find pride in it to say, yo, I'm proud of her and proud of the relationship that we share. And then this kind of just like circles all the way back to like even what Mpo said of, you know, sometimes it comes down to the personality of the relationship. You know, some people, and there's kind of like an elite sense to what you were saying of like, there's beauty in what is not known, and the relationship like that does have that level of like secrecy behind it. Like there's beauty and value in that for that type of relationship. Whereas on the other hand, you get those that are thriving together on the socials to say, yo, I have put you in my bio, and like I know that I am so-so's bae, and vice versa. Like there's it's dependent on the personality of the relationship. And again, that's why I agree with you with saying 6 months in, bro, and you haven't, and I know your personality, like both of us are very social with our personality, and 6 months in, you're not choosing to at least put in a tag there, or at least to say like, here's one post in 100,000 of like, this is me and babe. I'm saying, I say, you know, call it, cut the cameras.
You're saying that's a red flag? You're saying that's a red flag
to me, bro. I co-sign that. I'm not gonna lie, I co-sign that.
Right, because like even for Robs and I, bro, when Robs and I first started out, what we would do was we would post pictures of each other, but we wouldn't tag each other. because there was a
Yes,
little bit of
sir.
like, nah. You
I
can't go
don't
see
know
her
yet.
page.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So at least there's that. We're like, and people are saying they don't even want to do that. They don't even want to do that. And I think that's a problem.
So here's my question for those people, and again, to each their own, right? My question is then, what is your social media? What is your social media for then? You know, and again, to each their own. With all due respect to those that have like their own specific reasons for why they're out there. If your brand personality is to put up Christian quotes 247 365 about like lifestyle, then I guess it doesn't fit with your brand. But even that line in itself is a red flag, guys. To say in a relationship it doesn't align with my brand, nah, bro.
That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. It's either you like me or you don't. And again,
Big
I'm not saying
facts.
I think there's a difference here between like I'm not asking for social media validation. I'm just saying the relationship needs social media authentication. As in when someone sees me, when someone whatever, I mean, Josh, you're in a lot of spaces. If someone sees you talking at an event and you are a keynote speaker and they see your name pop up there, right? And let's say it's a girl and she's like, "Oh, he's cute." When she searches your name, I'm hoping that the person that's in a relationship with you can have the peace of going, if someone does that, they're going to see me on this guy's page and they're going to act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Whereas right now, people are going like, no. That, and I'm saying you need authentication, bro. You need the to go, look, here's the certificates. This guy is in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know,
to everybody watching, I think like nobody can deny that, right? Like no one can deny that. To see that you are at least present. Again, even if it's not 70% of her page is not dedicated to me, like just to say that you are present and to say that, yeah, no, there is somebody. That's fine, bro. But then again, there's always two sides to every story. I also see the other side of like where people might take the authentication literally, and then comparison starts creeping in. I think it's on both parties. Some guys are still comparing themselves to the likes of like, I could be comparing myself to you,
right?
And seeing where Clive and Robs are at, like, dang, how can I reach that level? And then I'm gonna post to reach that level. If you're posting for that level of comparison and to get the certification in that regard, then I definitely see the poison behind it. I definitely see like how trash that could be and detrimental it could be to the relationship as a whole.
And we need to stop, bro. We're not like we're not Jay-Z and Beyonce. We're not like these super duper influential people. Like people are moving like they've got 300,000 followers when they've got like 11,000 or 5,000. And people are going like, oh my gosh, of which 4,000 of them are bots. But I'm saying like people are moving like they're these super influencers, and it's not gonna destroy your brand. Like you're lying now. You're saying you want the option, you want to exercise your options. And if you would like to do that, rather tell me that. Then I know. But don't behind the scenes be painting this image to me that we are like the super incredible. Again, I say to Robs, like I say to her all the time, I'm like, the way I felt about you compelled me to want to tell the world. Every single love story we hear of always speaks of like, dude, I like this person so much, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. No, now you're trying to tell me I like you so much that I didn't tell people about you. That's how much I like you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell anybody.
Again, and I think to bring out the red flag in it, I think it's just in order to recognize if this thing of posting is a red flag or not. Like for me, it's just, I don't think maybe it's that it's whether you're posted or not. I think at the core is actually if the identity in the relationship is found in like where she wants to make it public. Like, and again, this goes back to what I was saying before. If she is adamant about talking about other stuff, and the first place that I find out about it is on socials and not to me, that's when I'm seeing the identity of our relationship isn't here between us. It's out there.
Exactly.
That's when it's a red flag. That's when I'm like, nah, bro, there's something missing here.
Yeah, my friend Patu told me, bro. Patu was like, dog, if you know Patu, he was
Yes,
like,
sir.
bro, if you go to the dentist in the morning, right? How is it that you're going to the dentist and everybody on your Twitter knows, but I don't? That's
Yeah.
craziness. Surely you should be getting up going like, oh snap, hey babe, or hey Smanmani, I'm going to the dentist this morning. Just wanted to let you know. I shouldn't be finding out with the rest of the world. And you're right. That is the litmus test to tell you, oh, okay, this thing is online. This thing that we're doing, it's online. Oh, okay. I got you, dog. Okay,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you. Do you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, do your thing. Do your thing. Because clearly that's how this thing is gonna play out.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Jeez, bro. Now you've given me some great insight here, brother. I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, dog.
Joshy, thank you so much, bro. Have a good evening. Cheers, my guy. So, guys, it's been awesome. It's been great. But like I said, I think, and I'm still gonna stay on. By the way, I'm still gonna stay on. I think that there has to be a point where we are just honest. Just be honest. Like if you are in a relationship, whatever it is, and you want to exercise your options, just say so. Just say, I want to exercise my options, and and you're just one of them. I know that that's hard to hear. Maybe there are more evolved men, maybe there are more evolved women out there that are like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." But what's happening is that everybody wants to be known. Like whether you like it or not, like everybody wants to be known. And if I'm with someone, like I want to be known by that person, but I want them to love me so much that they want to tell everybody else. And so I just think that there's a big part of it where people just need to be honest. People need to be honest and go, I'm going to take accountability here, and I'm going to let this person know that, this thing's not really for me. This exclusive thing is not really for me. Instead of hiding behind, no, 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 no. It's not that I'm hiding you, it's that we're private. Our relationship is private. I think that's great, but the world is changing. The world is a completely different spot right now. And for me, I don't think that your relationship needs social media validation at all. I don't think that social media should be the litmus test. I don't think that it should be the thermometer that you put into your relationship to figure out whether your relationship is dope or not. The comparison that people are constantly doing on social media to see if this couple and that couple are, I like the way this person posts. I hope that at some point me and my girl are posting like that person. That type of validation is completely wrong, and I think it's out of pocket. I don't think that social media should be used for the validation of your relationship. However, I do think that it's a great authentication sticker, right? I think it's a great way to go like, hey, that's just my opinion on it. And some people are going like, no, but I don't need social media. I'm saying in the case of, like I said to Josh right now, you go to an event, you're let's say you're a public speaker or whatever, you're at an event, they introduce you, hey, Josh Peterson, welcome everybody. He walks on, there's a little strapping underneath his name with his name and surname. I think the person that, if Josh is in a relationship, the person that Josh is in a relationship with would feel more comfortable knowing that when someone looks at that name, right, and they Google Josh or they go to his Instagram, which everybody does, that they see somebody there. I think that changes the type of engagement that the person has. That girl or that guy is like, ooh, okay, this person's in a relationship. I know how to conduct myself. I need to relax, right? And and I know that there's people that are going like, no. And I'm saying, no, that's important. I think that after 6 months, earlier on in the chat, we said there's 3 rings. Rather, it's actually maybe 2. Actually, there's 3. There's 3 rings. Number 1, after 6 months, I think that social media is the first ring. You got to, after 6 months, you got to post me, bro. You got to post me. You got to let the world know. That's the first ring. The second one is an engagement ring. And then finally, the last one is your wedding band and the ring that I got right here. I just think that we need those rings. I think they're important. I think after 6 months of dating somebody, you got to post them. Now, people are like, yes, but Musa and what's her name? Is it Liesel? Liesel Lori. or I hope that's her name. People are like, yeah, but look at them. No one even knew that they were dating. That's different. Okay. That's different money. That's a different stratosphere altogether. They've got different money. They've got different influence. There could be specific reasons as to why they didn't post each other. They could be, but even for them, I'm going, look, I don't like to cause judgment on people's relationships, and I'm never going to do that. I think that they're maybe more evolved. Maybe they're a little bit more evolved than what I am, a little bit more evolved in that like they were just kicking it for like months and months and months. And I don't know. I didn't read the articles about how long they dated before they finally got engaged. But I think for us people, us regular people, I think that after 6 months, you got to post me, bro. You got to post me. You got to post me. So there were crazy comments going up and down earlier on in the chat. We weren't able to get to them. So I'm going to post them right now and see if I can answer them. I don't even know if the people are on. Let's see what Atrax got to say. A standard of accountability is what's lacking, I guess, in these streets. Accountability is different. When someone has 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers, bro, that's who they need. That's who they're accountable to, apparently, according to them. And so they do as, they feed the beast. Whatever the beast needs is what I'm going to feed. And so if that means that posting a seductive picture, and I'm sorry, ladies, I know you guys feel like you guys are being demonized here, but let me give an example of a dude. If that means a dude posting, what's the equivalent? Let me ask that question. What is the equivalent of a girl posting a bikini pic if you guys are like in a relationship? Like, what's the guy equivalent of that? Ladies, or maybe, no, but that's not even, I was going to say maybe a guy liking another picture of another girl who's in a bikini is the same thing. I don't think it is. What could a guy post that could make a girl feel the way a guy feels when she posts a bikini pic? What would that be? I don't know what that would be. I can't really think of it. Maybe that's what, male chauvinism is, but I don't know what that is. But let me know what that is. But I'm saying like either way on both sides. If a guy posts, geez, what could a guy post? My wife is back, but I don't know. I don't want to bring, oh, here she is. Hey guys, hey. I'm currently live. Good to see you. So I want to know what that is. A picture of you looking too single. Okay, who's that? Tanya, let me post that here. What is that? Explain that to me. How does a guy look too single in a picture? Please explain what that is. Please explain it in the chat, or if you want to join the stream, you can. What is a picture of a guy looking too single? What is that? What does that look like? Please explain that to me. You can't say it's of a guy. I guess you can. I guess they're exactly the same. So if a guy posts a picture of his pics, right? But like not all dudes have like pics and, So I want to know what that is. A picture of you looking too single. What is a picture of a guy looking too single? I would love to know what that is. Because I really can't think of, I can't describe it. Unless, maybe it's a guy posting like an Insta story or even a picture and there's another girl there while you guys are dating. Is that like the same thing? I'm trying to find it. I just can't figure it out. I really can't figure it out because I don't want to demonize the women here. I don't want the women to feel like, oh, you guys are just, talking about the fact that, girls are the ones posting seductive pictures. I'm sure that there's a guy example of what I'm talking about. So Tanya, please explain it in word form if you can. What is the picture of a guy looking too single? Because let me tell you something, ladies. It hurts, okay? And the reason why I can say it hurts is because while Robs and I we weren't dating at the time, actually. We weren't dating at the time. We weren't even following each other on Instagram. I used to always like go and check like her social media, right? Don't judge. We all used to do that. But I used to go and check Robs' social media. And at some point and yesterday actually in the car, she admitted that she would post stuff like that because she knew that I was checking her social media. So anyway, we weren't dating, and she posted a picture of some other girl. Actually, it was like some other girl getting out of the pool, and you could see, what I'm saying, as this girl was getting out of the pool, you could see the yams, okay. But this girl looked like Robin, and dude, I remember seeing that picture on Instagram and going like, what the heck, bro? And so I'm saying that I'm letting you know that like that stuff is painful. And I know that there's a bunch of like really woke progressive people that are in the chat or listening to this later, and they're like, no, a guy should be fine with it. Like, it's my body, what, and you're right, it's your body, your rules, whatever. I'm just letting you know that it hurts, okay, when we see you post that. If, especially if we're dating, maybe I should put that as a disclaimer. We're dating for 6 months. You go ahead and you post a seductive picture. It hurts. Okay. She's saying, okay, let's see some more examples here. Thirst traps. I don't know if there's guys thirst traps. In fact, you know, most podcasts do this thing where they like have a screen guy that searches and researches stuff. Let's look for guy thirst traps. Let's see what Google comes up with here. Images. Okay, these are a little bit. Whoa, I'm not gonna share my screen right now. Okay, let me. Ew, I'm not. I thought I was gonna share this on the stream. These are a little too seductive. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look, Tanya, if what you're referring to is what I see when I Google guy thirst traps, then fine. If a dude, but I don't see dudes posting stuff like this. Is what I'm saying. Ew. Like I don't see guys posting pictures like this. So, you know, I don't yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna post that. I was about to share that. Good thing I thought about that first. So okay, fine. So you're saying that guys can post thirst traps, but I don't see single dudes that are in the gym quite a lot. I know they do that quite a lot as well. But again, I think that either way, it hurts. Whether it's a guy thirst trap, girl thirst trap, it hurts. Yeah, this has been a great chat, everybody. I've really enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. Skip back if you want to see a few of us. It was me, Josh, Luke's, and also Paul was on. It was a really good conversation. Can't wait to chat to you guys. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be on live tomorrow, but maybe Friday I'll be back. So hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat, and I hope that this was helpful to you. Remember to be caring, remember to be kind, and remember to be compassionate while you're out there. Love you guys so much. Have a great evening. Cheers.